Richard Southern joins us again for a look at some of the day's fun stories. And we begin with a playful topic, Richard. 3 classic toys have been inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Ginella, we were talking about some of the finalists for these the other month, and now today they picked the 3 that they're enshrining forever as some of the best toys. So I want to show them to you. Baby Nancy was one of them, and this, Ginella, was a groundbreaking toy. It was the first black baby doll on the market. Actually came out back in the 60s. Very important toy there. Sidewalk chalk going in. That's not very much a toy, though, or is it, Ginella?
Kind of a
what do you
weird
think?
one. I mean, I think it did entertain a lot of kids during the pandemic, but kind of weird for the top 3 for me.
The last one, though, very important. It's Jenga, the wooden blocks game. You take it from the bottom, you put it on top. That's being enshrined forever. Finalists that didn't make the cut: My Little Pony, Tamagotchi, and Yahtzee, Ginella.
I'm surprised, actually. Sidewalk Chalk beat out those 3, and Jenga is pretty fun, but more than those other games. Who's on the panel for this?
We got to find out. We should be on the panel for that, Ginella. We'd pick some good toys, I think, to go in.
Yeah. Speaking of voting, by the way, we're still waiting on the results. Did you like that segue? We're still waiting on the results of the presidential election, but one American town picked their new mayor pretty quickly.
And it's a dog. It's a French bulldog, Ginella, that got elected. Here he is. His name is Wilbur, Ginella. And he is the newest mayor for this small Kentucky town. The new mayor's owner, 43-year-old Amy, says she attributes his win to his fierce outreach strategy. He did a lot of campaigning, this doggy, Ginella, and Wilbur received 13,000 of the 22,000 votes cast. People like what he had to say, and I'm here at Queen's Park covering the budget. The politicians inside better watch out, Ginella, if we're electing dogs, because they're a lot more friendlier than a lot of the politicians in here, aren't they?
If you were confused about the U.S. election before, I think this just explained it all. Am I right?
I don't think Wilbur's suing anyone or wanting recounts like some other politicians right now.
A little less drama. Maybe
election.
I guess that's why this pup made it. They said, look, we just want some clean politics.
I'm taking over here.
Okay.
I'm taking over the segment here, Ginella, because I have something I want to talk about. I'm taking the reins, all right? You have been a wonderful co-host with me and a wonderful reporter on City News for so long, and I wanted to show people some Ginella Massa fun facts, things about Ginella you may not have known. I think we have a list here, and I love these. Now, I didn't know this. Ginella is fluent in Spanish.
Yeah, well, maybe fluent is a strong word, but I can definitely hold a conversation. I was born in Panama. My parents speak Spanish.
You speak more Spanish than I do, and that's a good thing, okay? Ginella does not like rugby. Apparently, she doesn't like the Toronto Rock very much. We won't hold it against you, Ginella.
That is fake news. I'll have you know, I am the Toronto Rock Sport Bureau chief.
Fair enough. Doesn't drink coffee. Very unusual for the newsroom.
Yes.
Is not FISA. Do not confuse her with FISA. Ginella is Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, contrary to popular belief, I'm not FISA. I mean.
Yes. She is a wonderful person, and I hate to say it, but Ginella is leaving us today. This is Ginella's last day at City News. A very bittersweet. Ginella, I want to show everyone some of your greatest highlights on City over the years. Take a look.
Oh.
The newest member of our City News team, Ginella Massa, shows us some of the new trends about to hit the road.
The auto show is a great place to see cool cars like these. They're concept cars. They include ideas and features that aren't yet on any vehicles that are out on the market. A teenager is headed to Queen's Park, but this is no class trip. Toronto's news is always available on citynews.ca and the City News mobile app. Your next City News comes bright and early tomorrow morning on breakfast television.
Ginella is the first Canadian hijab-wearing anchor at City News. We're so proud.
Well, I did manage to find myself a costume, and you can weigh in on this topic. We've got a web poll on our website, citynews.ca. For City News, I'm Ginella Massa. I'm Ginella Massa at the Hamilton Convention Center. This is NDP Central tonight. He is a front runner.
I think they're reacting to some numbers that have come in, not in this ward, but in another ward. Now she's running against Lucy Troisi.
Good evening. Welcome to City News. All eyes are on a historic race to the White House south of the border tonight.
The
only celebrity I get mistaken for is City News star Faiza Amin. I mean, I would say also it's kind of funny to me because there is one big difference, and it is that giant curly hair. You might remember that old song, "Take This Job and Shove It."
You're not quitting on the air, are you, Ginella?
No,
oh my goodness. Okay, good.
Thanks for watching. Good night. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.
Ginella, not only have you broken ground here, you've just been a wonderful person to work with and to watch. And on behalf of the City News crew and on behalf of the City News viewers, we want to wish you well, and we're going to miss you.
Oh, thanks so much, Richard. I thought I was going to make it 5 years without crying on TV, and I'm really, really trying to make it with that. But it has been an amazing 5 years here at City TV, and I've learned so much. I've met so many incredible people, and it's so hard to leave at a time when, you know, I'm missing so many of my colleagues. I haven't seen so many of them in 8 months. You know, here in the newsroom, there's only a couple of us, but I will say one of the highlights of this pandemic has been getting to chat with you. And actually, that was one of the big comments that I got from a lot of people when I announced that I was leaving, is that they are going to miss my chats with Richard, and I'm definitely going to miss it. So thanks so much, Richard, for helping, keep me company during this pandemic.
You've always been a great sport, and you're a wonderful journalist, and you're going to do great. And again, we're going to miss you. All the best, Ginella.
Thanks so much, Richard. And here's usually where I say I'll see you tomorrow, but I guess I'll see you on TV tomorrow. And please do keep in touch. It's a see you later.
We will, and we'll be right back here on City News.